we just had the best chance. That was the best chance because I had a tier 1 offer that year to join C9. Me and Flya, in 2023 or no, going into 2024.
Oh wow, okay.
Me and Flya had a C9 offer, but we declined it to stick to it with each other. Like we could have joined C9 together, but we decided to go through tier 2 because we wanted to win and actually qualify.
Hi everyone, Station 2 in here. I'm here with NRG's Brawk after their 2-0 victory over Loud. This puts you at 1-1 in the VCT stage 2. So just talk to me about what this win means for you, especially after a tough loss to open up stage 2 against 100 Thieves.
Yeah, it feels good to win after losing against 100 Thieves, obviously. Like they're 100 Thieves now, they seem like they're playing really well. They just beat Crew today, so we needed this win to like make sure, like this was a pretty big win to make playoffs, and we need to make playoffs to like qualify for champs, obviously. So it feels good to actually have a clean win over Loud. Yeah.
I imagine it's also just really nice because of how much success the team did have in the off season. So it's, after the 100 Thieves series, what was the preparation like? Was it more anti-striding against Loud, or was it more so just remembering what made y'all so special in the off season?
I think during the off season, like we kind of lost our identity as a team. I think we had to like re-get that back, like playing together, like doing stuff, like making sure we're doing stuff together is the main thing. And I think we should be back if we keep playing this way. We should be back in our old form when we qualified for EWC. So yeah. What made
this team so special to be able to make a run after, swapping out an IGL that's a very big transition to make, and then you just qualify for EWC, even make top 8 and do a decent run. Yeah. What were the immediate shifts and changes that you noticed that helped you be able to actually, propel yourself into that position?
Yeah, so we have like a lot of vocal people, like Adam and Sam are very vocal, like in the mid rounds and stuff. And I help out some too, like I would see gaps. But like I feel like whenever we made the change, it was like just more, like Scuba has a lot of firepower, which would like helps us in that way. Because it just helps you like get out of like situations, you know what I mean? So I think that's the biggest reason that we had like a good success, and we just are all on the same page. When we're playing that way, it's like really hard to like stop us. Yeah.
I've listened to some of just the NRG comm videos, journalists, so I have to listen to what you guys do. So, and I've noticed you actually do make a decent amount of calls, and a part of me wants to say that you even do some mid-rounding stuff every now and then. What's your role within the hierarchy structure within communication for NRG?
Yeah. So basically, Ethan will call the pre-rounds. Then pretty much everyone has free rein to do what they like, call what they want. If they see gaps, like we'll just call it and we'll just end the round with whatever we see, I guess. But everyone has like freedom to like call the end round if they see an opening. So it's pretty loose. I would say it's pretty loose calling, and we just like try to be on the same page. That's basically how the team is structured right now.
How do you make sure it doesn't end up in a situation where comms can get scattered? With this free reign style.
Yeah. We usually just like try to listen to first call. I think is a big thing. Obviously, Ethan can overcall like some of the calls that get made. By the end of the day, we just try to listen to the first call, which makes it like way less confusing and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
And it seems like this was a nice pick me up for everything. And looking at everything with just the schedule for stage 2, it seems like a schedule that you could realistically make a run where it's 4-1 by the end of the regular season. Looking ahead at your future opponents, is the game plan preparing for them, or is it more continuing to remember what makes this team special? Yeah,
I think we mainly just need to focus on ourselves and make sure we are playing the best we can together, because I think that's what's going to like win us like at the very end. We have to just be good. Like you can always counter teams and do that, but that's not going to always make you win, right? Because they can just change stuff up. So we got to just focus on ourselves and just keep improving. By the end of playoffs, hopefully we're there. Yeah.
Now I want to take some steps away from the match and everything. First time doing an interview, so I just want to say congratulations after years of grinding in tier 2 / tier 1. I don't really know how tier 1, tier 2 were.
Yeah, before on Ghost it was like an open bracket, but yeah.
You were I feel like Ghost was that team that was in the tier 1 stuff, but then people saw them as tier 2 sometimes. Yeah. But then I also remember that you had this really cool run where it looked like you were even favorites to qualify for Reykjavik in 22. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, we had a really good run. I don't remember that far back, but I remember we were on a win streak, and like we were like favored to qualify, like out of like most of the teams, and it felt good then. But then yeah, that's basically it. I don't know. Then the franchising came out. Then you have to just grind yourself way back up, unless you get picked up, obviously. But yeah.
What was that like for you? Because you were someone where, realistically, I think if there were more slots available, you could have been in VCT earlier. But because of how tough the competition is, I imagine it's just really tough.
Yeah.
You know, during that period when you're in tier 2, what was the shift like going from this system of no VCT franchising to the system where there's a very clear tier 1 and tier 2?
The difference then was I feel like a lot of the teams were very like, you need to know, like I feel like it was really connection based back then. Like if you didn't know someone, the chance of you like getting a spot was like very slim back then. But nowadays teams are making more risk and stuff. Like tier 2 players, I think there's maybe too many players back then that were competing that you couldn't really know who's like really good or who's not. So I think that was another thing that made it really hard for these to get picked up in the first place. But yeah, I feel like it was mainly connections back then. Yeah.
I remember there was some periods, I think in 2023, where you're on a team that wasn't really finding as much success in that first year in tier 2. What was that like for you mentally, where you're going from situations with Ghost where you can qualify for Reykjavik to a situation where you're not even close to qualifying for Ascension?
Yeah. It was kind of confusing because at first, like right after franchising came out, I actually didn't have a team, right? Yeah. So I was like teamless. So I made the team that ended up being Moist, right? And we climbed our way back up, and we were actually one game off of qualifying for Ascension. And it kind of sucked at the moment, but we also reflecting back, we weren't even like favored at the beginning of the year to even get close. So it felt good that like we built this team, and then it ended up we were really good. So yeah, but it is a struggle, like starting from scratch again.
Are there things that you think tier 2 what are things that you, as someone that's been through the tier 2 circuit, would be really helpful for players to be able to make this jump to tier 1 easier, or make it at least to a point where it doesn't seem so out of reach? Yeah.
I would say I don't do this, but I think streaming is a big way how to get your name out there, honestly, in tier 2. But also you need to like put yourself, like I think a lot of people, they try to just play with their friends and stuff. But I think you need to find like a team that you think will like benefit you the most to like win. And if that happens, I think that's like the main thing, honestly. If you can win, you can get your name way out there in tier 2. But it's kind of hard if you're like a middle team. It's just really hard to get a chance.
Is that why you chose to stick with the Shopify / MXS lineup in 2024 during that period, because you had just trust in the organization? What kept you with that core for so long?
I feel like me and Flya, we played on each other on the first Moist year that we built, and we were doing really good that year. So we joined Shopify with Mada and Vic, which were really good players. Then we also picked up Thief, which is another like good challenger player, and we played that year. I feel like we just had the best chance. That was the best chance because I had a tier 1 offer that year to join C9. Me and Flya, in 2023 going into 2024.
Oh wow, okay.
Me and Flya had a C9 offer, but we declined it to stick to it with each other. Like we could have joined C9 together, but we decided to go through tier 2 because we wanted to win and actually qualify with Shopify.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was that going from kickoff to stage 1 that you could have joined C9?
It was like before kickoff.
Oh wow.
It was like the very beginning, and like I don't know, like December 2023, like right after the season, or like a few months after the season. But we wanted to stick it out.
Wow, that's actually, I did not know that. That's actually really cool. Yeah. So then after 2024, did you have VCT trials or for tier 1 before like going into kickoff? Yeah, because you were really close to qualifying for Ascension. I feel like your stock raised a lot higher then.
Yeah, it was high, but there was just I didn't have any offers then.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I was like, I would say like I was the next one in line for like a lot of the teams, but they ended up going with like other players. That's what pretty much happened.
That makes sense. I listened to some of the podcasts, and you were talking about how you felt confident if a team needed an initiator, you're next in line because of that.
Yeah, that's the way I felt, and it just didn't end up happening, but it ended up working out because I got NRG now. So yeah.
Yeah. And what's that transition been like for you, just finally being at the tier 1 stage, and also now knowing that you had opportunities before, you chose this position because you feel confident in this team? What's it been like being with NRG the past few months, especially, you know, your teammates with Adam before, and you've worked with these people?
Feels good. We're like in a flow together now, and I feel like we can actually just win now. And I feel like finally we are able to like prove what we can do. Because before, I don't know, if me, Adam, Scuba haven't been able to like prove ourselves. Yeah. It's really hard in tier 2 to like get chances, I guess. Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. I mean, you only have like 6 to 7 teams that are like North American based.
Yeah.
It's just tougher. I just have 2 more questions for you. One of them just gonna be closing out. But where did Brawk come from? I know Brock's your actual name, but where did the play on like a shape come from with that?
Yeah. So it was in 2023 when I was on Moist.
Yeah.
I was clutching like a lot of rounds, right? And then someone made a Reddit post or something, and it was like Brawk, and then put that picture. And I don't know, I think after my next game, I like tweeted it out, Brawk, or TSM has entered the Brawk, I think it was TSM. TSM has entered the Brawk. So it just stuck after that. Nice. So it just became a thing.
Do you like that nickname?
I think it's pretty good.
Sick, nice.
Yeah. Rather that than like people are saying Brawk Tua and stuff like that. I'd rather Brawk than Brawk Tua. I'll say that much.
Who was saying Brawk Tua? Was that on Reddit?
Nah, people were just spamming it in Twitch chat. Like, I don't know.
It's like you're playing mid-round in your matches, and then you see Brawk Tua, and you're like, oh fuck no, not this.
Yeah, I didn't like. I've never said that, but yeah, I'd rather Brawk than that. Yeah.
Well, it's like I'm happy that you got a cool nickname for that.
That's cool.
Closing remarks, Brawk.
Thank you guys for the support, and buy the NRG bundle.
Yeah. Brawk Tua.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.